Hello and welcome to DIY EV Mods. Just a little update since Claire is gone. I can't really do EV modifications right now, but I did see on YouTube that another YouTube channel had done this review on this system. It's called Craftstrom Solar, and it goes into it's a grid tie system. So it's a DIY friendly grid tie system. So I bought the kit, and I'll show you here in just a second. This here is the power meter. And what it does is it goes into your box and it uses there's two of these clamps, and these clamps measure the amount of power going through the particular line. You got one for each line, because in the United States you have 240. Each line bringing in 110, 120. So that's what these clamps do, is they measure on each line the power being consumed by the house. And then this meter, which I can't seem to get out, there we go. This meter measures what's coming in, what the house is using, and then it uses these antennas which are attached to these here. One of the antennas is to communicate with the app. The other one communicates with the inverters. Like I said, this is a grid tie system, so you're going to have microinverters on each of your lines, and they communicate with the inverters wirelessly to let the inverters know how much power they need. So if they're producing more power, if the inverters are producing more power than the house is using, the power meter will tell the inverters to slow down. It'll throttle it, and it won't backfeed into the house, or into the grid, I mean, which is what makes this DIY friendly, is because of that. Craftstrom is saying that you don't need to pull any permits to or get any grid tie agreements to install their power meter. So I bought this power meter, two inverters, which I'll pull one out real quick for you, and then these cables. So these cables, they've got one end. Like I said, this is DIY friendly. We all recognize this plug. This just plugs directly into an outlet. There's two ways to do it. You could do it with a dedicated circuit, which is how I'm going to do it because I have the option to do that. Or you can actually run this into a circuit that already has other items running on it, but you have to get one of their little, they've got a specific breaker basically that plugs into the outlet you're going to plug this into, and then it senses how much is being used on that circuit so that you don't overload the circuit and burn the wire up. And then this side here will plug into the actual inverter itself. And then when I was reading on the website, I believe it says you could have 5 of these inverters on one leg. So you could have, and they say they're 4,000 watt inverters, so that's 2,000 watts per leg. So 4,000 watts total, which is quite a bit. And then you can actually expand more by adding another like sub panel, and then you could run, I'm told that you can run 2 more lines off of that sub panel. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so here is the antenna that gets the information from the power meter, and here is the inverter itself. We've got one side I believe this is the side that plugs into the cable that goes to the wall. Oh, that says AC input, AC output. So this will be your trunk cable. So if you're putting more than one inverter together, um, you'll use that. So it does say AC input, AC output. Then you'll connect your the cable that I just showed you to this, and that will send the power to the house. And then it's got your standard MC4 connections to connect to your solar panel. So I'm really looking forward to installing this. If you want more information, I'll leave a link to the Craftstrom Solar website in the description, so you all can go check that out. But yeah, I'm very excited about this system. Plug and play, no permits, no grid tie agreements. The only bad thing is with the system that I bought, because I didn't buy like a whole setup with batteries and everything. Well, actually, either way, when I was talking to them, this system, because they do have batteries, but the batteries just offset your use during the day. So let's say you're using more power than your house is using, and you have their batteries, then it'll top those batteries up, and then at night, when you're not producing any solar, then those batteries will kick in and run your house at night, so you can even save electricity at night when the sun is not up. The only thing I don't like about this system is even with the batteries, if the grid goes down, the system goes down, just like any grid tie system. So there are workarounds around that, and if I choose to follow those workarounds, I'll show you how. Or when I open up the breaker box to install my power meter, which I do plan on making a video for that. I don't know if I'll show the actual install, but I will show the inverter, or the power meter in the breaker box. And when I'm in the breaker box, I can show you how I was informed that you could use this even when the grid goes down. And I'll show you how to do that, or I'll show you how I was told you could do that in a future video. Anyway, sorry for the rambling. I'm just very excited about this setup. I hope you are too. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'll leave links in the description box. You can also shoot me a comment. I'm not sure I can get back to you right away, but I'll do my best. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please press the like and subscribe button, and share it with all your friends. May God be with you till we meet again.